up, everybody? Welcome to The Verified Hustle. I am your host, MC, and this is Carla.
And this is a show where we get to interview different hustlers from different industries. So make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Today we have creator and founder of GeniGen Cosmetics, the one and only Genesis, here to explain to us how she got started with her cosmetic line. But before we get started, I want to have a cheers with you ladies to our very first episode.
Yes. Cheers! We have our first episode. So like Carla said, we do have Genesis here. She has her makeup line. She has a YouTube channel. She does like Instagram. So she does it all, and she's here to explain to us how that came about. So I want to ask you, like, what inspired you to take a different route? Because a lot of people, they don't go down the entrepreneurship route. Like, I know you had a full-time job, and you decided to quit that and like do entrepreneurship. What was like the reason?
So I always knew when I was like really small, and I think this is why people like hated me, because I would always tell them like, I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna be your boss, and I would tell them that, but I didn't know like what I was gonna do. But I was like, I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna be your boss, and you're gonna work for me. I would tell them that. But like I used to say I was gonna do like a lawyer or whatever, because my mom always pushed like school on me. So I did go to college and graduate from college. So I did have my 9 to 5 and I was in the medical field, but I always knew that like that wasn't what I wanted to do. But because I was trying to make my mom happy, I went ahead and like just did it. And so from there I was like, okay, like I'm young, I could do this. And then as time, you know, as I get older, like I'll figure it out. But as like being there, and then like just I was moving up so quickly in that industry that I was growing, and I felt like I outgrew the company. So like while I was still in there, I started just I was like, I want to start YouTube, because I was very depressed person growing up. So, and I was very lonely because I didn't have like, my mom was always working and my dad was never there for me. So that kind of like inspired me to want to help people like how to love themselves. I wanted to teach them like how to get out of their own funks and stuff. So that's when I started doing YouTube. But I didn't know like the direction I was taking, so I would just, you know, film challenges and just random videos, and I'll do vlogs and stuff. But as I started, like, I just kept getting more into it. I didn't know what I was doing. Then I got into makeup. I always loved makeup, but I just saw it like more as like, okay, like I'm gonna get into makeup. I took a course, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it for my videos. I'm gonna show people how to do makeup. But it kind of went that way, but I felt like there was so much more. Like I was like, I don't just like want to do makeup like on people and like do this. So I just kind of just started finding the niche, and like then I came across this girl. She was like she was, I want to say she was like 15, 16 at the time. She's like a little bit older now. And she went to the same high school as me, and she told me she like had a lash line. She came out with a lash line, and I was like like, what do you mean? Like, this girl has a lash line and she's like from where I am. And I was like, if she could do it, then I could do it too. So then I've always like been like a lipstick like guru. Like I have like so many lipsticks, and I always love Kylie Cosmetics. So like I would always be that one that would like spend all her money on Kylie's Cosmetics. Like the collection would drop. Since the first time, I'll buy the whole collection. Girl, I would stay like broke, because I would buy like the $300, $400 bundles. Like I didn't care. And I was always like at 3 p.m. like at work, like there, you know. So then from there I was like, I want to make like my own lipstick that's like better than Kylie's. And like that's still like my thing, because I up to this day like I'll still like wear some of her stuff, but obviously I wear a lot of my stuff because that's just like,
you gotta market yourself.
You gotta market yourself. And not only that, but if I don't love my products, I'm not gonna sell it.
Oh yeah.
So I have to like, I'm kind of like the product tester too. So I don't like, I'll test my stuff like months in advance before I even like launch it. So to me, like by the time I launch it, like it's already kind of like old to me, but it's like new to everybody else.
Right. Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just I've always known since I was young.
So sorry. So you make the actual lipsticks?
Well, with this one, it took a couple. It was a lot of trial and error because it took me 2 years to actually do it. So this was like a little, like an idea, and at the time, I didn't know how to come about it. I was scared. People were like, what? Like, you could do it, but then it was like I was kind of scared. And then at the time, like, I thought you needed all this chunk of money, like, to start your business. So I didn't have like the money at the time.
Yeah.
So and I wanted to make sure that the lipsticks I was gonna wear because I love Kylie. So I was like, it has to be something like her. So I did my research and I came across a couple companies and stuff and like labs, and I like really like worked with them and just tried it out. So I kind of gave myself like a little over a year to like actually fall in love with the products. I came across a lot of like I was like no. I would like open it and I smelled it and I was like trash. I was like no. So the thing about me, like, I love my lipsticks. I feel like they smell, not to toot my own horn, but like they smell bomb.
Listen, I can vouch for that. Like the minute I opened it, I was like, why am I craving like a cinnamon, like a Cinnabon, like, you know? And they smell really good. The quality is amazing.
This one's one of them?
Yeah.
So I've never smelled it.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the lip kits. I have 3 colors. I have a brown shade, which is that one, is Goals. And then I have like a pink one that it's like a more of a mauve pink. And that one's called Dreamer. And then I have a red, like a really red one. It's called 23. So behind these products, there's a story behind like every collection.
Wow.
The products, the whole brand itself is like a whole story behind it. And there's like little subliminal things in there if you really pay attention.
So for like every like little thing, like even if it's just a name, I know a lot of people just choose like a random name. Like for you, the name that you put for that product, like does it inspire the color? Does it inspire like the type of product it is? Or do you just like...
Well, it goes based off everything. So I'll kind of go based off of like what do I want to express or like what do I want to like share. And then from there, I'll just start... Once I start knowing, like, okay, this is what I want to launch, this is the vibe I'm going for, then I start just naming from there because everything is, like, I'm sharing my, like, this is a piece of me. This is, like, what's in my mind. This is, like, my struggles. These are, like, my, like, affirmations. This is, like, me. This is my energy, like, I'm sharing with others. So, like, anybody that wears my stuff, they'll feel bomb because I make sure to, like, I'm really hands-on with my stuff. This is, like, another thing I have, a mirror. I'm really hands-on with it. So, like, I'm the one that's on here, like, putting the logos on. I'm on here, like, I do everything. This, for example, like, is really meaningful. And I feel like people don't, like, get it. Because you just see it and it says so beautiful. But, like, this mirror is, like, an affirmation. Because I know a lot of us, we don't feel, like, good, we don't feel beautiful, especially right now with like so much going on, like we don't feel good. So sometimes we gotta look at ourselves in the mirror, and even if we don't got makeup on, we gotta feel beautiful. So this is like an affirmation, so you're like, oh, like so beautiful. Like
you know, I need to get one of those for like the morning. Girl,
all the time. Put it in my back pocket.
I'll wake up and I'll be like, damn, people see this. Like, so yeah, but once I got lashes on, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's good. Okay, so we're gonna do like kind of like a review for like the smell of the product,
guys. It's the liner and the lipstick.
So it's like it's a better than Kylie's.
Yeah, it's a whole
Kylie
kit.
Doesn't sue us.
They're called Kiss Me Kits.
Nice. And so this one is called Goals.
Yes.
So where was your mindset when you created this one?
Okay, so this one is the first launch was very meaningful because it came from, like, this is like very deep. This is, it came from like a heartbreak. And this guy, I want to say, like, I had never felt for somebody this deep, and he actually was very ambitious. And on side of that, he was also like his career, he plays soccer. So, we both we were both very goal oriented, and then it's like goals because he plays soccer. So it just fit, like it fit. So the first launch, it was called Fallen because I was broken, and because I was broken, my brand came out of that. That's when I dropped everything. Like when I want to say, because I have fallen, but my wings unfolded on my website. So that's like my saying. So it's like my wings unfolded.
That's awesome.
Really, really
Dang.
nice, yeah.
All right, so are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready to smell this? All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, dang, that is really good.
As you guys can see,
I almost licked it.
Swatch it.
Dang.
it does. It smells really good. Like the first time I actually got to like try her products, I was actually at the photo shoot as one of the models.
Wow.
I get to say that.
Yeah, she was.
This. Yeah, sorry. This smells so good.
It does, yeah.
It smells so good.
You should swatch it on your hand.
The quality is amazing.
It dries.
Also, I was wearing the red one, right?
Yeah,
I was wearing the red one, and she had like sandwiches there. I ate like 3 sandwiches, and it did not budge. So that was like the first test that I did, but I think it's really, really awesome. Because a lot of people, you can tell when they like, they bring out a brand or like a store, they launch a boutique, lashes, whatever it might be. But you can tell when somebody really does it because it's something that like is a passion for them. It's something that they've created, been hands-on with, and it's like really meaningful for them. Because you can tell when somebody is just like after like the money, right? It's like it doesn't last very long.
So how long does it last?
Well, it's a liquid, so it's liquid to matte. So right, it's wet and it'll dry. So to be honest, I've posted a swatch on Instagram. Like water will not take it off.
Oh,
you need like a makeup wipe. So like the running water, and if you go like that, it won't come off. So the point of it is because your girl ain't got time to be retouching.
Yeah,
like I'm especially, we're always on the go. Y'all don't got time to be retouching. So that's my point. Like it's like on the go type makeup, but it's gonna look cute and it's gonna be comfortable.
Right, yeah.
I love it.
It's awesome.
I love the smell.
It smells really good. It's a really good quality as well. And I love the packaging. Like I have never seen packaging like that. I feel like, how long did it take you to design just the packaging?
It kind of took like, I want to say, because I designed like everything. Mm-hmm. I want to say it took like a few weeks just because I wanted to like, I'm a little crazy. Like I'm a little simple, but I'm a little crazy. And like my brain, if you ever watch Alice in Wonderland, that's how my brain is. So that's kind of like what I like to bring to life, but with like a little GeniGen touch to it.
Right. It's awesome. And I know you said it took you 2 years, and that you initially thought that you would need a lot of money to, kickstart the brand. And I know for like makeup, it was probably a little pricey to keep sending things back, receiving them. So I don't want you to say like the exact amount, but for somebody out there who, maybe it's a dream of theirs as well, they want to create something, around like, was it hundreds, thousands, and then for those 2 years, like, was it just like sampling, or like, do you have to get any like permits, any, the ingredients on there? Is there like any regulations?
Well, in those 2 years, so starting off with budgeting, it goes depending like what you want to start off on. Like basically like for lippies, it's a little more expensive to be honest. And you kind of have to like, I will start with a budget. If you want to start small, I would say like lashes are like the least expensive to start with. But it goes based off of like what you want to start with. So once you know like what you kind of want to start off with, I would go like start doing your research and kind of like looking around, because when it comes like to a business, you want to spend the least amount because you're trying to make more profit, right? So you just kind of look around and find who you want to work with, look at reviews, make sure you get some, try them out. So within those 2 years, I was like buying things. There was a lot of sampling, a lot of like I was just saying investing. Can't really see like, you're not gonna see the return. a lot of investing. My first launch, I want to say in total, because I'm going to include everything. The photo shoot, I went a little all out for my first one. I want to say I dropped at least $3,000 my first launch. That's including everything, like photo shoot, inventory, everything, just everything. But you can start off with like $300, $100. You can start off small. That's what some people think, that like once you start, you gotta buy like so much inventory. But you don't. People are not gonna know how much you have, to be honest. You know, you can start off really small. You can budget yourself with $300 and you can do a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of free things out there too. So, and also in those 2 years, I was also researching on like my competitors. What do people like? Getting my seller's permit. That you need a seller's permit to get your stuff. Getting my website, because I have a website, so I was developing the website. Getting the logos done. So it was just like a lot of the little tedious things in those 2 years that like people don't want to do or think that it's easy.
Yeah.
If you want to do it the right way, you're actually going to take your time, because you could just like, you know, pop out with some stuff and like, you know, in a week, you know, do it. But like me, like I want people to take my brand serious, because my brand, like, it's small right now, but I'm going to be bigger than Kylie. I just want you to know that.
Okay, Kylie, if you're watching, you know, we don't want any trouble.
You heard it here first on the Verified Hustle.
Yes.
Kylie, you got some competition, so
She's my biggest competitor. I'm not going to lie. I love you, Kylie, but I love you so much that you're my biggest competitor.
Right. No, but honestly, like, I do see similarities, so was Kylie like the only person that inspired it, or?
You know what? Yeah, because I tried like, okay, well, I like Morphe and like other brands, but I've tried like some really high end brands and they're like not that great. And then I've tried like some drugstore ones that are like better or like good too. So it just money, like, to be honest, like you can get like cheap makeup and it could be better than the high end one. So, like, for me, like, my vibe is, like, I want, like, a luxury vibe to it, but I want it to be affordable, but I want it to, like, stand out, because, like I said, my products have energy, so it's gonna make you feel good, like, when you wear it.
Yeah. So, you do the designing, you do the inventory, you do your own website, you do the photo shoots. So, you're doing it all right now.
Yeah, I'm the model, the shipping and handling, customer service.
Warehouse
You're
worker.
the call center.
I am. Shipping lady, the graphic designer, the marketing director,
marketing manager,
everything, social media, everything. I'm super hands-on. Like,
that's awesome.
That's all me. Like, I just have to know what's going on. Yeah. It's my baby. Like, the way I see it's like my baby, and like, I feel like so many people thought I wasn't gonna come through with this when I would talk about it. And they'll just be like, yeah, they would laugh at me and stuff.
Yeah, you do that, yeah.
Like, and now I feel like people respect me more because they saw that, like, I actually
did it.
Yeah, I actually did it. So it's kind of crazy, like.
So what's, like, the ultimate long-term goal for GeniGen Cosmetics?
You know, that's really funny that you asked that, because I've been really thinking about that lately. And I felt like, because I take, on side of this is what people don't talk about. I take, you know, courses behind the scenes, because as a business owner, you have to learn. You can't just, like, you always have to grow and learn, right? So I'm always learning and taking courses. And one of them today, I was on a course today. And they were talking about that, like, your goals, like, your long-term goals and stuff. And I always thought I was crazy, because when I started GeniGen Cosmetics, I knew where I wanted it to go, but like, it was just goals for myself, not as a brand, you know? And I noticed that a lot of people, when they go into things, they don't have goals for like their brand. They have just goals for themselves. So today I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one. I felt bad, because I was like, okay, now my brand started, like, what's the long term? Well, for me, like, obviously, I see myself having like a store like, I want to have a store one day, you know, where people can go. I want to expose my brand. Maybe, I don't know if I want to be like in Sephora or like Ulta and stuff. I kind of probably just want like my own store, like, because it's just gonna stand out, you know?
Yeah.
And I just see like my brand like impacting people and like energetically and like just like uplifting people like in the long run. It's like it's not for me, it's like it's bigger than me. It's for other people to feel good. And it's just like more than makeup to me, like, because it's not if you go on my store, I don't only have I have so many stuff. It started with lipsticks, but now I have like lashes, cosmetic bags, excuse me, cosmetic bags, tweezers, beauty blenders, eyeliners, and then I'm working on some other stuff right now where like I'm actually gonna like hands on. This is how like I'm making this myself. Like the next products, I'm making them myself, and I'm taking it on a whole nother level. I'm taking it to like a spiritual level. I want to say a more spiritual level. But I'm really, 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 really excited about this. Like, really excited.
Okay, so now she has me excited. Can you give us, like, a hint that's not going to give it away, but so that we could say we heard it here first?
Yes, here first.
Like, a little tiny hint for the audience. Like,
well, I know y'all, because I haven't came out with lip products in a while, so they're going to be lip products. But this time around is going to be different. It's not... like, I'm doing this myself.
Okay.
So,
So
like, with my hands, alright? Oh. Like, I ain't having, like, nobody else do it. So, I, like, legit, like, it's gonna be dope, you guys. It's gonna be dope. Stay tuned. Follow GeniGen Cosmetics.
We can't wait.
Yeah, we definitely cannot wait.
They smell as good as this one.
Yeah.
Oh, they will, trust.
I'm gonna be trying to guess. I'm gonna text her.
I'm like, I got that covered.
Oh, okay. So, one thing I do want to ask you, I looked through your website before this, and a lot of, like, your names and a lot of, like, just basically, I went into GeniGenCosmetics.com, link in bio. I went on there, and a lot of the products were, like, spiritual, like, you know, the angel numbers, like even the names of the products. Is, like, your spiritual life, I know you're very, you know, in tune with that. Is it a big, does it have a big impact, and is it a big part of your brand? Like, do you manifest for everybody to, like, you know how a lot of people manifest for the products to make others feel good? Like, oh yeah, so yeah, it does have a big part. That's why I say anybody that wears, like, my stuff, like, they feel good. I usually always, like, I'll pray over like the orders, or like, and I'll like in name, like I'll say like when this person wears it, like, you know, feel good, self-love. Like I literally put my energy into them. So yeah, I would say like the spiritual does have a lot to do with my brand, and like the whole, when I see it like growing into, like, you know how you see MAC? Well, mine's gonna be like a spiritual MAC store. But it's not gonna be MAC, it's gonna be GeniGen Cosmetics. Honestly, that's awesome. I have not seen... Have you guys seen, like, a brand like that? I haven't.
Never.
I feel like the market is so basic now. Everybody has, like, the same things. Which is, like, one of the main reasons why I feel like your brand is, like... I see it going long-term. Because it's not, like, any other thing. Yeah. Like, and that's why I wanted to stand out. Because the beauty community is the biggest competition ever. Like, you don't even have to research to see that yourself, you know? Everything's about looks now, like, even from, you know, all the plastic surgery and all of that. Like, let's be real. You know what I mean? Like, that's, like, a thing now. So makeup goes into, like, appearance. Yeah. So for me, like, I don't want to just be, like, another brand just on the shelf. Like, I want to stand out. And by standing out is, like, by me sharing, like, my good energy. Because I don't feel, like, I know I have a lot of good energy. A lot of light to share with people, and I've been through a lot, and I know I can help people. So if, like, you look at my products, there's affirmations in there, like, low key. If you pay attention, you'll see it. The people that are woke, I would say, will notice it. Because I mean, unless
you're hearing this now. Now you know.
Now you know. Now you're probably gonna go on the website after this.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So that's something that I noticed, like something big.
And then another thing about spiritual, people think that like it has to do with religion, but spirituality has nothing to do with religion. Let me tell y'all, spirituality to me, and I don't know how people take this, but to me, spirituality is like how you take care of yourself, like what you do for yourself, which is, it could be anything. If do you work out, because that's being spiritual. Praying, that's being spiritual.
Damn.
Trying new things, that's spiritual. Meditating, that's spiritual.
Yeah.
Like, people think that it's like brujeria or like crystals and sage. No, it's not that. It's so much more. Like, it's, are you doing the inner work?
Right.
Are you like fixing yourself? Because internally, like, I'm sitting here and I'm like happy, but you don't know what I'm going through inside. So like, spirituality is about working the inner, what you're doing, because you are a reflection,
Right.
to people. So you don't want to be mean to people.
Might be a good reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I feel like a lot of people, I think it's become a trend, which I hate.
I hate that it became a trend.
That it became
to
a
be
trend.
honest.
You go on TikTok and like every freaking TikTok is a card reading, or like telling you to buy Moldavite. Bitch, don't buy Moldavite. Anyway.
I actually wanted to buy Moldavite.
I feel like if it calls you, but I feel like
It was calling me. I want to buy Moldavite.
then she could buy.
I don't even know what that
crystal,
is.
right?
Yeah.
I saw it. Then it made him cry. It made this girl.
Yeah.
She said she started hysterically. Why wouldn't you want to do that though? You know.
I feel like I don't want to, because I feel like right now it's trendy. Everybody's getting Moldavite, but they're looking for it. I want it to find me. Like, I want it to, like, because it's very, like, rare. So, like, if I ever come across it from it, I'll know that it was placed there for me. Like, it's my time.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like Moldavite is, like, very powerful. And if you're not ready, if you're not ready, it's going to take you, like, it's going to hit you like a bus. So that's
Wait, so I don't know what that
when
is.
when will you be ready?
So Moldavite is a crystal. And I just heard about it a few days ago, so it's funny that you brought it up.
Yeah.
It's like a really rare crystal, like, because I even Googled it, and it's very expensive and it's hard to find. And it's kind of like a cleansing crystal, so I heard it's very powerful, so that you hold it, and somebody said they got it, and they started, like, hysterically crying, like...
Just from
like,
holding it?
Yeah. From holding it. So what it does, it helps you release things that don't serve you anymore. So to me, I'm like, it's not a bad thing, because we got to do the work. Yeah. If you think about it, if you're high vibrations, you attract good things.
Yeah.
If you're depressed, you're only going to attract bad things in your life. Yeah. So why wouldn't you want to heal all the things and the bad things inside that you can't handle anymore? Yeah, it's Moldavite.
That's Moldavite. I don't think you could see.
You guys,
it.
I wear mad crystals.
Like, I'll put a picture.
I don't nothing. I have a lot of crystals.
Yeah.
Like, I wear a lot of crystals.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel ready yet.
I'm ready. Moldavite, if you're out there.
And I've never even heard of this, so.
But I feel like I think you should look into it. Because I don't feel like it's practicing any type of, like she said, any type of religion. I feel like spirituality for me is just like being grounded. That's basically it. And in order for anything to work, you have to be grounded. You have to be happy inside you.
Definitely.
It's like, especially for people that run businesses, like,
yeah.
it's a lot of like mental toughness.
Yeah.
That's what
Definitely.
people don't understand about businesses. They think that it's so easy, and then when you talk about mindset, people are like, how does that have to do with business? Sis,
Everything.
It got to do a lot with business. Like, your mind needs to be right, like, at all times.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time at least. But, because let's be real, sometimes we can't, like,
yeah.
you know, it's hard. But that's what it's like, snapping back, like finding your peace and grounding.
Yes.
Like, that's where the spiritual aspect, I would say, comes in hand.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, because I feel like mindset is everything, honestly. Like, you could be, like, literally, like, doesn't matter what you're selling, doesn't matter what services you're offering. People will buy you. Like, literally you, like, they'll feel your vibe through what you create or what you're offering them. And if, you know, your mindset is not right, like, if I'm super angry and I'm selling somebody, like, you know, we're all in, like, the life insurance industry as well. If I'm selling somebody a policy and I'm, like, angry, they're going to feel that and they're not going to buy it. But why am I angry? Because my mindset's not where it's supposed to be, right? So I feel like, well, I mean, would you guys think that mindset is, like,
Yeah, I think it's
90%.
Yeah.
We say 90 or 80%.
90.
90.
Because keeping mindset, then like accountability follows and then like action. And that all goes down to mindset.
Yeah.
And having a tough mindset, because, I mean, you're going to get hits and blows sometimes at you, right? And you have to be able to bounce back or not let it affect how you're feeling. And that's also mindset and mental toughness and having to push through all these barriers that you may come across. But
yeah, especially for entrepreneurs. Like, I feel like nobody's going to be there telling you to clock in. Nobody's going to tell you how much work you have to get done. Like, it's literally all you. So I feel
sometimes
like
that's harder.
Yeah.
Like, not having somebody tell you
Exactly.
to clock in and out is harder.
Yeah.
Yes, let's be real, guys. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you're like, I don't want to get out of bed, because you know you don't have to.
Yeah.
You kind of just stay there, like, and you sleep in for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm guilty. And I'll justify it. I'll be like, I don't have a boss that's going to call me. And I'll, like, go back to bed. Which is horrible. Don't do that.
Yeah,
You know,
I
catch
advise you
yourself.
not to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that means, like, obviously check your bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, if you ever feel like doing that, just open your bank app and get up.
And then you'll get up very quickly.
Yeah. If you don't see at least 6 figures in there, like in your savings, get up. Like,
Yes.
no time to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself some time to rest, but like, girl.
You'll
Not
know
too
when.
much.
You'll know when. Just don't exhaust yourself.
Right.
You'll know when.
Yeah.
Another thing that people don't talk about entrepreneurship, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people don't understand, is that like that you're always working.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, like, we could be sitting right here talking, but like in your head you're like always working, because like, you're always like, me, I'm always creating. So like sometimes people get irritated with me or think that like I want to say not irritated, but I could come off as selfish sometimes, because I'm like on Instagram posting something, like promoting, or like I'm looking like to see what I'm gonna launch next, or I'm looking, you know, like I'm always looking for something, or what's next. Like, I already have the whole year planned out, pretty much, you know, like what's gonna come out. So that shows you, like, it doesn't look like I'm working, but I am.
Right.
And I feel like that's something that people just don't understand. And it's not like a tedious thing, and it's not because you want, it just happens that way. Like, you love it so much that it just happens.
Thank you guys so much for watching. That was it for the podcast. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time.
Yes.
I did. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we talked about a lot of things.
We did.
I hope that was helpful for anybody out there who, you know, looks up to Jen. Like, you guys can go check out her products on GeniGenCosmetics.com.
Yes.
I'm going to put that in the description. Also, her Instagram. She has Instagram, a personal Instagram, which I'm putting on the screen, and also an Instagram for her brand. And you can also follow us and our show. So I'm putting all of that on the screen in the descriptions. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will be posting
every Monday, so stay tuned for our new releases. We have a bunch of people from different types of industries, different types of hustlers. I'm really excited to see all the different types of people we have on the show.
Me too. And leave us a comment. We want to see what you thought about this. Any questions you have for Jen?
Oh, yeah.
I hope she'll be
Yeah, I'm down.
answering them.
I'll answer them. You could DM me, go in my comments. I'm pretty active on Instagram, so just don't be a creep.
Yeah, just don't.
Yeah, no creep.
Good advice.
Yeah.
But yeah, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And if you know anybody who is also a hustler, no matter what industry they're in, we want everything. We want to showcase everything.
Yes, we want a variety.
Yes.
Like a real variety. So
tag them them in the comments. And again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on Monday.
wait, should we do one more cheers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Cheers.